Tonight, the Silverbacks and the Tiger Sharks battle for the first ever IFL Legends Championship. Even the best mixed martial arts fighters in the world have some butterflies right now as they get ready backstage. They know that history is in the making tonight. This is the first time that a team championship has been decided in the mixed martial arts. Welcome to the International Fight League. Hi, I'm Kenny Rice. To me, there are 5 words that always generate excitement among sports fans. Fight night in Atlantic City. And with the rich ring history that they have here in this city, this has been a perfect launching pad in recent weeks for the newest professional sports league in the United States, the International Fight League. Now, 2 more magical words: championship night. Here's how we got to this stage as the Tiger Sharks get ready to take on the Silverbacks. The Silverbacks made it look easy, dominating the Anacondas to win 4-1 to get to this final. Now, for the Tiger Sharks, it was a little rougher. They had to go down to the last bout to come away with the victory over the young Pit Bulls. Joined now by our experts. Stephen Quadros has covered mixed martial arts fighting since its arrival in the U.S. Jens Pulver is a world champion who has trained with Pat Miletich, the coach of the Silverbacks. So, Champ, how do you like the team concept?
I think it's a great concept. I think it's one of those things as an individual. For so long, you're out there fighting on your own. You're out there shining on your own. The people are staring at you. And it's always, what about the team? You know, you talk about the team. Well, now they brought in this concept where you get to be a team. You get to go out there and you get to win as an individual. But at the same token, now you get to go after another prize, which is the team victory as well.
And, of course, any level, any sport, you don't make it to a championship without good coaching. Pat Miletich, we have talked about. His counterpart also well respected throughout the world of mixed martial arts.
Well respected indeed. Maurice Smith is the world champion kickboxer who became a world champion in mixed martial arts. He did it with kickboxing, so it's not surprising that he likes to turn kickboxers into grapplers. But Maurice had the wisdom to bring in one of the greatest grapplers in America in Dennis Hallman as an assistant coach and also as one of his fighters. Dennis Hallman has a little bit of history with Jens Pulver. They fought one time before. Hallman also brings in some of the young hotshots on the Tiger Sharks, including Steve Bruno.
Steve Bruno will get things started here on championship night in the IFL. Now, Bruno, they expect, will be a terrific fighter. We also know that he is a special person, having served our country in the United States Navy. He talks about his efforts in Operation Enduring Freedom.
As much as I loved being in the Navy, I found fighting at the same time, you know. It was actually after I got into my helicopter crash. I remember I was in a basically sinking helicopter, and I had to swim up to the surface. And I remember when I got to the surface, I checked to see if I could still move my toes, and then I checked my teeth. I don't know why I did that. And then I said, great, I could still fight. You know, that was the first thing that came to my mind, you know.
Steve Bruno will lead us off as we get ready for a championship. The International Fight League on FSN is brought to you by Double Sport. Never stop. Double Sport, official training uniform of the IFL at doublesport.net. By Microsoft Xbox 360, the next generation of entertainment. And by Fairtex Gear. Be inspired with top performance gear at fairtexgear.com. Welcome back to Trump Taj Mahal Casino and Resort in Atlantic City, New Jersey. It is championship night, the first ever for the International Fight League as we get ready for our first bout. And let's go now to ring announcer Tim Hughes.
Our referee for this first matchup tonight, Yves Levine. It is an IFL lightweight matchup. Tonight, the Tiger Sharks fight from the blue corner. The Silverbacks out of the red. We turn first to the Tiger Sharks. At 5 feet 10 inches tall, he weighed in at 156 pounds. He's a submission fighter with a record of 8 wins and 2 losses. Here is Steve Bruno.
My nickname's Hollywood, you know, so I always get jokes. But I usually dress pretty nice, and people say, man, you don't look like a fighter, or, you know, you look like you're going to play tennis or something like that. And when I fight, you know, you see, you know, in my heart and what, you know, how I'm feeling on the inside. I've always been aggressive. I've always been the one, you know, pushing the action and pushing the pace. I'm the one that the guy's afraid of in the ring.
At lightweight for the Silverbacks, standing 5 feet 9 inches tall and weighing 156 pounds, trained as a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu specialist with boxing and wrestling in his background. He has an impressive record, 20 wins, 7 losses. Here comes Bartosz Pawaszewski.
Being the first fight tonight and first fight of IFL ever, I hope I made some kind of history. I'm happy that I won. I think more than anything, I don't want to make history by being the first fight and being the loser. The win wasn't complete up until we had the last fight. It was great, but making the history, being the first name, it wasn't as special as our whole team doing great.
The Silverbacks, Pawaszewski, hoping to get them off to a good start early. They dominated to get here with an impressive win over the Anacondas. Let's take a look now at the Suzuki tail of the tape as you look at Steve Bruno. They come in at identical weights, but Bruno says he feels he is a way bigger fighter.
Yeah, but Bruno really likes that left hook. Pawaszewski loves the right hand. Both guys stand-up fighters in this mixed martial art bout. We're going to see fireworks in this one.
Steve Bruno for the Tiger Sharks, Pawaszewski for the Silverbacks as we get ready for round 1 of a scheduled 3-rounder, 4-minute rounds in this.
Thank you.
Pat Miletich, the coach of the Silverbacks, look on with his team and his coaches around him.
We might come in at all times. If you want to touch it up, do it now. Go back to your corner.
And Maurice Smith,
You ready, sir?
the Tiger Sharks head coach in his corner.
You ready, sir? You ready? Fight!
Round 1 is underway. The inaugural International Fight League Championship is on. Referee Yves Levine in this first bout.
Bruno is moving forward with jabs and low kicks, but he eats a low kick there by Pawaszewski.
Yeah, this is definitely a feeling out process. I expect this to last maybe 30 more seconds before someone's going to start throwing that 1-2. Somebody's going to get popped. The other one's going to have to answer back, and I think this fight will take off from there.
Well, we've seen Pawaszewski land that right low kick 3 consecutive times. He finally got checked there by Bruno.
Yeah, I mean, he's doing a good job of making, if you're going to step in, you better step in and get your feet up. Otherwise, I'm going to be checking that leg. I'm going to, he's timing his step, and he's doing a good job.
Let's go to the corner now and listen in to Pat Miletich.
Set your kicks up. No more by themselves. Set them up. Set the kicks up. Chin down, chin down. Parries. There you go. Make him miss. Make him miss. Come right back. Good. There you go. Beautiful.
One thing I really like about Steve Bruno, he keeps his hands high, he moves forward, everything right behind the jab. All his low kicks, even his right hand, everything is behind the jab. Really good fundamentals.
Yeah, he was doing a really good job. In fact, that's one of the things Pat was saying. Hands up, chin down, bite down and up. Good caught shot right there.
That's it.
If there be one punch knockout power, we just saw it by Bartosz Pawaszewski.
Pawaszewski delivers, and Bruno is stunned here in the first round.
Oh, yeah, he was.
As you can see, he is asking literally what happened as he stands beside referee Yves Levine. And in the corner getting congratulations is Bart Pawaszewski.
I'm glad you.
And even getting congratulations from the opposing coach there, Maurice Smith. Let's take another look at the knockout that happened like that.
You see, Bruno was coming in, he got caught with a real short left hook there, and it was a one punch that did it, and he was pretty much out of it. Good call by Yves Levine to stop the match.
A quick left by Bart Pawaszewski floors Steve Bruno. And that gives the Silverbacks a 1-0 lead. As we watch these IFL fighters defend themselves, there are 2 important pieces of equipment, much like we have to have a microphone to do the broadcast, champ.
Yeah, mouthpiece, first one. This one is a fitted mouthpiece, though, so it's not your everyday boil and bite mouthpiece. This is one that takes a little time. You get the casting, you take it in, they make you a nice, tight really good fitting mouthpiece so it's not falling around inside your mouth in case you get tired, mouth drops open, you know what I mean? That mouthpiece is going to stay right where it's at. Second, most important thing I'm going to go with is the glove. A long time ago, I don't think we had gloves, but now we've got enough padding just to protect the guys that like to do the stand-up, but at the same token, we're going fingerless, palmless for the guy who likes to take it to the ground. You got to be able to hold that grip if you want to get that submission, and you got to be able to tighten up and have a little padding if you want to get that knockout.
Coming up, welterweights Rory Markham and Brad Blackburn. This one could be a brawl. Stay with us. You're watching the IFL on FSN. Welcome back to Atlantic City, IFL Championship night. Shannon Knapp is standing by with Silverbacks coach Pat Miletich and winning fighter Bart Pawaszewski.
Well, Pat, Bart got you started off again with a 1-0, just like in the semifinals. Bart, how did you find that opening?
Last fight I hurt my hands, so I couldn't throw much right hands, and I threw one. I clipped him, and it hurt. So after that, I was just throwing jabs and hooks, and I just found it. He dropped the hand, and I just clipped him right, I guess.
Pat, can you tell us what you expect in this next match?
Fireworks. Both are very tough guys. We look for Roy to, be blistering Blackburn with his hands and his kicks and his knees. Blackburn's a very tough guy, so it's going to be an explosive fight. It's definitely a tough fight for Roy, but we feel he's definitely up to the challenge.
Let's meet the IFL welterweights. Tonight for the Tiger Sharks at 5 feet 10 inches tall and 170 pounds. He is a Pancratian fighter with a record of 8 wins and 7 losses. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Bad Brad Blackburn.
Started training at a boxing gym, had a few boxing matches. A few other mixed martial artists came to train at our gym. I decided to train with them for one day, and I found out that I was in the wrong sport. Ever since then, I've been doing that. I think I'm a true mixed martial artist. I think I'm strong in all avenues of the sport. I just want to be recognized as one of the best fighters in the world, and I want to fight the best fighters in the world.
Here to do battle tonight for the Silverbacks. He is 6 feet even and weighed 171 pounds. Trained in the Miletich fighting system. His record, 6 wins, 1 loss. Here comes Rory Markham.
Well, I like striking. That's my thing in the end. You won't be getting back up. You won't be talking. You're going to go to the hospital, or you're going to know that you were defeated by a better man tonight. My best fight is still to come.
And Rory Markham put the punctuation point on the victory in the semifinals for the Silverbacks with an upset over Mike Pyle to make it 4-1 as we take a look now at the tail of the tape in this one between Blackburn and Markham as we get ready for our second fight.
Blackburn and Markham both love to bang. Blackburn more of a technician, Markham more of a knockout artist, although Blackburn seems to think he's got one-punch KO power too.
Are you ready? Fight!
It's going to be a macho fight right here.
Round 1 is underway. Again, 4-minute rounds. It's scheduled to go 3 rounds.
This may be
good clip by Black. Good clip with that overhand right there.
This may be a situation where the first man that hurts the other guy gets the victory. Locking up in the clinch, but we're probably not going to see too much clinching here.
There's a straight left by.
Oh, good left clip right there on the chin. He's caught Rory twice now and then getting the takedown.
Blackburn hooked that left hook off the jab. Got to love that.
Blackburn talks about being a good boxer, but as he likes to say, all avenues of a fight is the way that he approaches it, which is what you're supposed to do in mixed martial arts.
We see Rory Markham on the bottom with a closed guard, trying to keep the position. Oh, but Blackburn is starting to ground and pound here. Got some distance. Open guard there by Markham from the bottom.
We've already got some blood coming from Rory Markham there. I think probably from one of those 2 hooks. I'm not sure how much damage has been done in the ground and pound, but definitely there is some blood somewhere along there. get that figured out along the way. But right now, Blackburn's doing a good job of putting that ground and pound in there, trying to score those punches, and again, scoring points that will win the round.
Are you surprised that it went to the ground and pound like this? We thought this might be a stand-up fight.
A little bit, yeah. Brad, keep striking.
There's Maurice Smith.
Let's go, guys. Work.
Encouraging Blackburn.
There you go. No, don't waste your time.
Watch the hop kick.
Don't waste your time. Watch out, watch out. Brad, hip forward, Brad. Hip forward, Brad. Brad, there you go. Okay, Brad, control. Relax a little bit. Make him work. Brad, make him work, Brad. Make him work. He's got to play catch up now, okay? Make him work.
See, right now, Blackburn, he's looking at, he knows he has the upper hand. He knows he's in a good spot. He's sitting there. He's trying to just ground and pound. He's listening to his coach. Maurice is doing a good job of staying calm, calming his fighter down, and saying, look, let's score the points. Let's get the win here. Let's go for the knockout with these big shots like he's landing right there. He's just doing a good job of allowing his coach to have that extra set of eyes for him, and he's just popping up and firing, doing what he's being told.
Frankly, I'm surprised that Blackburn has controlled the way he has.
Giving Markham little room to escape here right now.
He's been extremely aggressive, and I mean, and that's one of the things. Rory's kind of, you know, he's stuck, literally holding on. This has been almost somewhat of a whirlwind. He's eating 2 hooks in the stand-up position, right into a takedown. You know he's feeling the blood. You know he's. The referee's going to break it, stand him up, but you know it's one of the things. He was just caught in a whirlwind. Now here's that thing I was talking about before. Rory takes damage. He swells a lot, even if it's one shot. Another hook from Blackburn.
And he is showing some blood. Is Markham right now. It looks like he perhaps has a cut around the nose area, maybe the eye area, but you can see that the redness in there. That's some blood mixed in with swelling as he takes a good left there from Blackburn, square in the nose once again, and Blackburn continues to score with his punches.
Blackburn cannot miss with that left jab.
Pat Miletich, the Silverbacks coach.
Mix it up.
I don't know what encouragement he can give Markham at this stage. Let's listen in.
There you go. Knees. Hands up. Move your head. Move your head. Where's your movement? Move it, Roy. Move it.
Good left. Perhaps Markham's best punch so far. 15 seconds to go here in round 1. Blackburn and Markham. It's been Blackburn's round. Under 10 seconds to go.
Good jab. Both good knocking each other back there, but Blackburn is definitely the aggressor in this fight.
Blackburn strong here in the first. Surprisingly, Brad, Blackburn dominating the first round. Round 2, Blackburn and Markham. Blackburn comes out now punching, and countering is Markham. He has him down with the left. Markham reversing the tempo here. Markham is all over Blackburn. He is relentless.
Right now he's up in his grill, and he's not letting him go. That's it.
He has Blackburn down again. What a turnaround. Rory Markham, a completely different fighter, as he charges out in the second round, takes charge and gets the knockout of Brad Blackburn. Have you ever seen tempo change that quickly?
No, I have not. That looked, like I said, the tail was being told that first round. Blackburn was owning it, beating him to the punch, beating him, damaging him, hurting him. Roy just come out and said, you know what? Listen to his coach, halftime talk, something, because you come out and fight.
You know, I said it earlier in the match, and I'll say it again. Blackburn was the technician. Rory Markham was the knockout artist.
Blackburn dominated the first round. He kept it on the canvas as much as possible, was able to allow several scoring blows, including one that put a cut over the left eye of Rory Markham. And then Pat Miletich, perhaps giving the greatest motivational speech in the history of sports, as Markham charged out for the second round and knocks out Brad Blackburn, and now puts the Silverbacks up 2-0 here in the championship.
Well, Pat told him to move his head, but he went out in there and moved his fists. He was eating punches, but it was that left hook right there. Blackburn was wobbled. He started really taking some punishment here.
Yeah, and then just got on him. He didn't give him a break, and that's that kill-all. When you know you've got him hurt, don't give him the time off. The knees had him wobbling. Another knee to the head. Good job of plumbing. He was doing everything he could to finish that fight when given the chance.
It was that right hand that ended things.
And now let's make it official, and here's Tim Hughes again.
What do you say, Taj Mahal? You like that? Referee Yves Levine steps in and ends this bout 23 seconds into the second round. The winner fighting for the Silverbacks, Rory Markham.
The Silverbacks, one win away from the title. Welcome back to the Trump Taj Mahal in Atlantic City. International Fight League, the inaugural championship, and right now it's the Silverbacks up 2-0. The Tiger Sharks have to run the table in the next 3 fights to win the championship. Let's go to ring announcer Tim Hughes for the introduction.
The referee for the next bout is Herb Dean, and with the Silverbacks just 1 win away from the first ever International Fight League Championship, it's time to meet the middleweights. Here to go to war for his team, the Tiger Sharks. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall and 184 pounds. His fighting style listed as cowboy karate. His record, 36 wins, 11 losses, 2 draws. Please welcome Dennis Superman Hallman.
I wrestled since I was 8 years old. I was pretty big into wrestling, doing freestyle tournaments and stuff. I had a pretty big name in my hometown. A lot of people have a fear of getting hurt, a fear of the crowd. But once the bell rings, you can't have any more fear because it's too late to be afraid, because you have to deal with what's happening then. And if you're afraid then your match isn't gonna pan out the way you want it to pan out. I'm Dennis Hallman, and they call me Superman.
His opponent for the Silverbacks, trained in the Militich fighting system. Standing 6 feet even and weighing 185 pounds, he brings with him a record of 7 wins and 1 loss. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Ryan McGivern.
I want my opponents to remember me as somebody that just didn't let up on the pace, somebody that, when they thought about it, like, man, I don't want to go back in there with that guy again. I've wrestled all my life, so getting people down, on the mat and just controlling them, and then just pounding on from there and doing damage. They're gonna have to fight for every position they get. I'm Ryan McGivern, and I am the Irish Nightmare.
The Silverbacks can wrap it up if Ryan McGivern comes away with the win. It's all up to Dennis Hallman to keep the Tiger Sharks in this inaugural International Fight League Championship. As we take a look at the Suzuki tail of the tape, Hallman with almost 7 times more pro fights than McGivern.
Both these guys are ground fighters in entirely different ways. Hallman wants the submissions. Ryan wants the grounded pound.
You ready to fight? You ready? Come on, let's do it.
Straight right hand right off the bat. Got him walloped. That was a big wallop right away by Hallman. McGivern got him right on his back, though. Good defense.
Yeah, now McGivern's got to tighten up, because this is where Hallman loves his guillotine. This is the guillotine that Hallman loves to hit right here. When wrestlers make the mistake of shooting, Hallman likes to hit this guillotine. McGivern has got to hand fight and collect his cobweb, clear the cobwebs from his head from that shot all at the same time right now.
It was such a short, choppy right hand, and it definitely sent Ryan a reeling.
As Pat Militich looks on with concern, and Dennis Hallman knowing what's at stake here. He has to win this for the Tiger Sharks, wasting no time coming out early.
Ryan's doing a really good job of hand fighting right now. Dennis tried to switch over to maybe get that rear naked choke. He's trying to climb up his back, want to lock in the hooks. Ryan's doing that, holding the arm, not letting him get around his neck at this point.
We're seeing a standing rear naked choke attempt by Dennis Hallman in the black trunks on the back of Ryan McGivern. McGivern defending, though.
And again, he's walking over to his corner because that's where he's going to feel the most comfortable. He knows he's looking right at Pat. He's a good uppercut. He did a good job of hand fighting. Dennis bounces out with a great uppercut right there. Good transitions right now.
McGivern escapes now, and they'll stand up and try to slug it out here for a bit, perhaps.
One thing is for sure, Ryan McGivern's got to watch out for that right hand.
I think, though, the pressure's on him right now. Dennis has done and is doing a great job of staying calm right now. Ryan seems to be the more tense, more, you know, not intense, but the more tense as it is right now. But Dennis getting clipped on the head right there by McGivern. Good aggressive attack right now. I think Holman could have had a chance right there, though. You know, going into that, right up till now, McGivern's starting to get his feet back. Holman could have maybe stepped it up and tried to close that off a little bit, knowing he had him hurt. Maybe more with the guillotine, maybe more with the rear nut. I think he missed his opportunity at this point. Now he's got to try and find another one.
McGivern couldn't get him to the ground. Holman escapes, and now he gets him back against the ropes.
Ryan McGivern with double underhooks. It's like we may have had an unintentional low blow here.
Yes, we did, as referee Herb Dean moves in. It was unintentional.
Right, Dennis, that looked like it was on the belt line.
As Dennis Holman says he is okay. Action resumes here in the first round. Ryan McGivern in the yellow for the Silverbacks. He is trying to wrap up the championship, can do so with the win. Dennis Holman for the Tiger Sharks. He has to win this one to keep his team in it.
One thing I've noticed is that Holman is starting to drop his hands in the punching exchanges.
You know, I was looking at that, and I got to thinking, you know, I don't know if maybe that's part of his strategy. He's trying to just keep it relaxed and absorb it as he's coming back and maybe feed something off the rope as he's catching McGivern being a little too aggressive when Ryan's trying to come in on those shots. But as it is right now, McGivern is not going to get off him. Window is closed as far as when that drop happened. Now it's McGivern who's definitely feeling, I think momentum is definitely shifting. McGivern's all over him right now.
You see him work those knees as he continues to keep Holman against the ropes and score some with knee kicks.
Yeah, knees will pay dividends when it comes to later in the round, especially the knees to the body, because they take away the wind.
30 seconds to go here in the first. Maurice Smith looking on in the Tiger Sharks corner. You heard him say it's up to the fighters, and Holman is the fighter that it's up to right now as he continues to be backed up by McGivern. And McGivern goes to work with combinations that were scoring. 15 seconds to go here in the first round.
Wow, I think two grapplers like this, trading punches like this, I'm really surprised.
7 seconds to go here in the first round. Tiger Sharks trying to stay alive. And welcome back to the Trump Taj Mahal, Atlantic City. Kenny Rice, Stephen Quadros, Jens Pulver with you. Glad that you could be with us as we get ready for round two and what might be the deciding fight in this, the International Fight League Championship. McGivern trying to wrap it up for the Silverbacks. He is in the yellow, and Holman trying to keep the Tiger Sharks alive. Holman came out strong to start that first round, and here in the second round,
now that was cowboy karate.
Did he with that cowboy karate?
Oh, good lead uppercut.
Pat Miletich was giving Ryan McGivern a lot of instructions about his boxing in the corner.
Yeah, what he was saying, he was really making the comment that what Holman was trying to do is feign off, was counterpunch McGivern's jab. He was trying to come over the top with the right hand, so he wanted to throw the jab, feint, come back with the right hand. But he's just all over him like a Tasmanian devil. Holman's going to have to suck this up a little bit.
Listen to Pat Miletich now in the corner.
There you go. There you go. Manhandling. Manhandling. Knees. Dennis, fight back. Yeah. Watch your leg. Watch your leg. Watch your leg. Sprawl. 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 Sprawl.
Good job of sprawling. He's really got to watch that leg right now. Dennis rolling into it. Excuse me, McGivern's doing a good job of sprawling, getting that leg back, and having an ankle lock today.
It looks to me like Holman's getting tired here. And we get the knee on the belly by Ryan McGivern, moments away from a mounted position, but I think that that's what Holman wants.
Well, the biggest thing is McGivern is just not stopping. He even said he wants you to, when this fight is over, he wants you to say, wow, I don't ever want to go another 5 minutes with this guy. He doesn't let up. He's proven it. He's going after you. He's going to make up for talent. Not so much talent, but he's going to make up for that lack of skill, per se, with just utter aggression. He's going to shut you down.
McGivern, who has a Bachelor of Science from the University of Iowa in Industrial Engineering. He's a general engineer for the Department of Defense. And he is meticulous right now in the method here in the second round. as he continues to work on Hallman. A win for McGivern gives the Silverbacks the inaugural IFL title.
I would say that McGivern has definitely owned this round, but that first round was close for a variety of different reasons. James, who do you think won that first round?
I'm definitely going to have to go with just overall punishment, and not just punishment, but to finish the fight, I'm going to have to go with Hallman. I could easily see this being a 1-1 right now, 1 round apiece.
McGivern in side mount position, got the right arm of Hallman trapped, and starting to blast away to the left hands, unblocked by Hallman.
Another thing, though, if Hallman's going to get stuck in this position and just the inability that he's been able to show right now up to this round, McGivern all over him, you could see a 10-8 swing in this round. He's going to have to watch that if it does come to a decision after the 3rd round. These rounds like this could be giving McGivern a 10-8, a 10-8 round.
That is a classic position of Matt Hughes. Right there, trapped to one arm and blast away. But Hallman's got that arm out.
Now he goes to the right hand and continues to score.
Maurice Smith hasn't said much in his corner to Hallman.
Maurice Smith.
Maurice never shuts up.
What could he say to him right now, Jens?
Time off. From the week off, he paid for it.
As Maurice begins to speak some, well, what could he do at this point as far as Hallman is concerned here in the final 25 seconds of the 2nd round?
Hallman's got to get guard.
Well, not just that, but see, Hallman knows he has to get guard. And the other thing is Hallman knows he's going to have to get a drink of water, and he's going to have an Irish buzzsaw coming after him, not 30 seconds from now, and is not going to let up on him. He's going to have to suck it up, feel the pain, and just go for the win.
And that goes forward
right there.
Hallman trying to close out strong here in this 2nd round.
See, he's not going out like, you know what I mean? That's all that he can do at this point is just bite the bullet and throw down.
Dennis Hallman having to lay it all out. He's the hope for the Tiger Sharks to stay alive here for the IFL Championship. The Silverbacks win this one. They win it. Now let's listen to the corner of the Tiger Sharks.
You got to pull through. You got to pull through. Look at me. You got to win this fight here. You are behind right now. You want to lose? Keep going where you're going. You're not fighting back. Get him on the ground. Get him on the ground. Do your work. Don't just lay there. Get up and fight. This is your last round. This is based on you. This is on you now.
Top position. Get top position.
Give it to. I want you dead tired when you come out of here. Tired that you can't stand up. Push this round. Submit this guy or knock him out. You got to do this round.
Snap, snap, snap.
He's going to move to where he's thinking you're going to throw something. He's going to move, then throw. Fake, then throw. Yeah. Come on, Pat. It's time to get out.
Hit this guy or knock him out.
As we get ready for the 3rd and final round, Ryan McGivern trying to wrap it up for the Silverbacks and win the inaugural International Fight League Championship. Dennis Hallman trying to keep his Tiger Sharks alive, and there's a good right by McGivern early on.
Hallman was almost out on his feet by that punch. He wobbled bad.
And McGivern now grounding, pounding. Can he put it away here in the early going of this 3rd round?
I wish he would have forced him to stand back up. You know you got him wobbled. The body gave out on him. He's already tired. This is just giving him a chance to clinch. This is just giving him a chance to save himself. McGivern should have stepped back and got him back up to his feet if he wanted to finish that right there.
Strategically, you're absolutely right, Jens.
We'll stand it up.
Hallman's teammates looking on with grim looks in their eyes.
We'll stand it up. Let's work.
Maurice Smith said, Dennis, you've got to win by submission or knockout in between rounds. It doesn't look good at the moment. We're going to see a restart, though.
Would you figure it best right now coming into this 3rd round, the deciding round, that maybe it was a round apiece? Hallman gets the 1st round, McGivern the 2nd?
Well, we just play it safe and say it is. That way it keeps both of them hungry.
Ben Rothwell looking on with the Silverbacks.
Rothwell injured, not fighting tonight, but certainly cheering on his Silverbacks teammates.
Stop. Don't move.
And Ryan McGivern trying to wrap up the title.
Tell him to get out.
Another reset in the center of the ring, same position. Dennis Hallman's got to get off his back. But if he gets off his back, he's getting tired. He can't do much on his feet.
And go. I know, you want it to go down. His work.
Maurice was right, because right now Ryan is winning this fight. He's pulled ahead in this round. He's looking on there. He said either submit him or knock him out. But he's not going to knock him out from this position.
And he's not going to submit him by keeping his feet closed either. So right now, he's got to open it up. He's got to take a risk, and he's got to do the things that he likes to do: pass back, roll underneath for a leg lock, look for his, look for a guillotine, look for the armbar. He's got to create some space right now so that he can set something up until anything at this point.
Yeah, hip to the side, go for a kimura from the side, do something, because laying on his back like this.
McGivern's just a buzzsaw. He's just not getting off him. He's not giving up an inch. Look at him. He's sitting on the one leg. He's pinching it down. He's going in for the kill continuously. He hasn't stopped.
McGivern won a decision over Amir Ranavardi in the Silverbacks' dominating win over the Anacondas in the semifinals, and he could be wrapping it up here for the Silverbacks, the first IFL championship.
Allman was real slow and getting up, trying to spinning back fist there, a little more cowboy karate.
He has to unleash everything with under a minute to go in this third round.
Let's work. Time is running out.
He's doing a good job. He can plumb that head, knees to the stomach, watch that uppercut, get your chin down. Don't worry about the mouthpiece and just get to fight.
Holman doing what he had to do.
Uppercut.
He follows it up.
McGivern's just leaning right into it.
And McGivern gets him back. He will buy time with that.
It's going to be a situation of too little, too late.
Under 30 seconds to go in this one.
That was a nice uppercut by Holman.
Yeah, McGivern just leaned right into that thing. Took it. Nice job. And then he come back with the left hand. He started to put something together.
Let's work, guys.
And
come
now
on.
with 10 seconds to go in this pivotal round, McGivern and Holman. McGivern victory will give the Silverbacks the championship. Holman wins. The Tiger Sharks stay alive. Pat Miletich and his Silverbacks believe that they have won this one with Ryan McGivern and will be hoisting up the big trophy.
Not bad at all, buddy. Hands up, Ryan. Hands up. Hands up.
The world of mixed martial arts lost a good friend this week with the death of Ryan Bennett. The thoughts and prayers of the entire IFL family are with Ryan's wife and children. Welcome back from Taj Mahal, Atlantic City. You're watching the International Fight League. Let's go back to the ring and announcer Tim Hughes for the decision.
After 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards, and we do have a unanimous decision. Judge Fred Fitzgerald scores the fight 30-27. Judge Douglas Crosby scores it 29-28. Judge Ray Martin scores the fight 30-27 for your winner, for the Silverbacks, Ryan McGivern.
Ryan McGivern has won his fight. The Silverbacks have won the inaugural International Fight League.
We're seeing the genius of Coach Pat Miletich in action here. He programs these guys in a variety of skills, takes the wrestlers, teaches them striking, takes the kickboxers, teaching them how to sprawl. That was a brilliant 3-0 performance.
Now let's go into the ring, and Joey Varner with the winner.
You took him down, you grounded and pounded, and you clinched it for your team, man. You were the first person to clinch a team championship. That's got to feel great.
Yes, yeah, it feels great. I'm glad to come out here and perform for my team. Glad to get the win. I just want to say, I was worried at the beginning of the fight. Dennis called me a couple times really hard. Tough guy. But glad to get the win for the team. Feels great.
Well, congratulations to you. Congratulations to the Silverbacks. Your winner, ladies and gentlemen, Ryan McGivern.
Pat Miletich and his Silverbacks are the International Fight League champions. Time now for tonight's proper technique, presented by Vault. Drinks like a soda, kicks like an energy drink.
Rory and I today are going to show you a little bit about how to defend against takedowns. The particular takedown is a single leg. Rory has the leg. It's locked up tight. One thing that I like to do, and I'll show you a couple actually, is what's called a whizzer. On this side, I'll hook my leg on the outside of his leg, put this arm through, lock it in on my knee, and I'll push the head away. I always want to turn the head away on this. I'm going to pry with my arm, and I'm going to drive my leg toward the ground, powering my leg out of his grip. Also, another good one, when he's locked up, I want to make sure that I can dig my head underneath his. Turn his head away. I'll hook my leg on the outside again, control his elbows, and I pull out on his elbows as I drive my leg down. Those are two different ways to defend against a single leg takedown.
The Silverbacks have won the inaugural IFL championship, but there is still plenty of pride on the line here between a pair of unbeaten light heavyweights. Reese Andy against Mike Chesnelevich.
Early in the fight, Reese Andy came out blazing with punches and bunches and punctuated things with a huge body slam.
Mike C was able to weather the storm and put on an assault of his own, chasing after Reese at one point and actually looking like he was going to take it away with the submission right here.
But Reese Andy escapes. He goes on to win a split decision and give the first victory of the night to the Tiger Sharks. Now let's move on to the heavyweights. 240-pound Devin Cole, his win put the Tiger Sharks in the championship against Travis View at 229 pounds. View up 25 pounds from fighting as a light heavyweight, replacing his injured teammate Ben Rothwell. Early going of this, it was View taking control, and then Cole, using that advantage that he has in weight, was able to come up with body slams down the stretch and go on to win a unanimous decision. The Tiger Sharks lose the title, but they gain some face, winning their last two. The International Fight League on FSN is brought to you by Full Contact Fighter. You don't have to be a champion to dress like one at fcfighter.com. By Microsoft Xbox 360, the next generation of entertainment. And by Double Sport. Never stop. Double Sport, official training uniform of the IFL at doublesport.net. Welcome back to Atlantic City, where tonight history was made in mixed martial arts fighting. For the first time, the International Fight League had a championship, and the winners, the Silverbacks. And they're with me now, along with their coach, Pat Miletich. You win 4-1 in the semifinals and breeze through that, and then you wrap it up. The first three fighters for you tonight, you get the title 3-0.
Yeah, I mean, we came out to a great start. I really have to hand it to the assistant coaches who have helped so much with this. Matt Pena, who handles the boxing at our facility, and Nate Schroeder, who helps our big guys get ready, and all the athletes. This is really about the athletes. It's not about us, and we're really happy for them.
Well, certainly when we talk about the International Fight League and the inaugural season, it's about the team concept. Pat, you and your team seems to have embraced that as well as anyone, obviously taking home the championship trophy. Why is that?
Well, we've always had a team concept at our facility. All the guys help each other get ready for fights, and that's very important to us. But this even really accentuates it that much more, because truly this is a team. It's like a wrestling meet in high school or college, where you're competing against, you know, another university or another high school, and there's a lot of camaraderie, and it's a great feeling.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Guys, congratulations. The inaugural International Fight League winners, the Silverbacks. Now to take a look at our fight of the night, let's go back over to Stephen and Jens.
Thanks, Kenny. And now for the Xbox 360 fight of the night. Round 2 of the welterweights, Rory Markham and Brad Blackburn.
Markham came out with a 1-2-3 hook that really put the hurt on Blackburn. At this point, he knows he's got him stunned. He's not going to let him off the hook. He goes for the plum, starts firing knees up the middle. Another big knee, right hand right here. He's going to put him down for the count.
Markham's win gave the Silverbacks a 2-0 lead.
Congratulations again to Pat Miletich and his Silverbacks. They were ready, winning the first 3 fights, going on to take the inaugural International Fight League Legends Championship. For Stephen Quadros, Jens Pulver, Shannon Knapp, I'm Kenny Rice. Thanks for watching the IFL on FSN.